What is it really like coming to Quartzsite, the RTR, and the Big Tent Show?
In this video, we're going to review what it's like to boondock in Quartzsite and to attend the events.
And we're going to show you a great place to get a slice of pizza.
Hey guys, if this is your first time with us, I'm James.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Autumn.
And we're Camper-Sized Living. If you enjoy videos about nomadic lifestyle, full-time RVing, just generally living on the road and finding adventure, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll get notifications for more videos just like this one.
Alright guys, so we've been in Quartzsite for probably about a week and a half.
Yep.
So when we decided we wanted to come, we thought we were going to come to the RTR and attend the whole event. But on the way down here, we got talking about it, and we're like, well, let's not commit to going every day.
Yeah, we didn't really have much of a plan when we came to Quartzsite. I was like, hey, let's just play it by ear. Kimberly wanted to have a little bit better plan. She was probably smarter for that. We're going to discuss a little bit what it's like boondocking on the LTVA property right near Quartzsite. We're on La Posa South property, and one of the things I really like about it is it does cost $40 versus some of the free properties, but with that $40 you get 2 weeks that you can stay, and you get water, you get a dump station, and you get a place to throw your trash. They got a bunch of dumpsters and stuff lined up there.
Yeah, it's been great. We've had to hook up and, pull out to go, use the dump station and fill our water tanks again. But we went, 6 days?
Mm-hmm.
6 days before we had to do that. So that was pretty good with 3 of us.
What are your thoughts about boondocking out here?
It's normal life, but it's just less water, and I'm not playing the Xbox, and I'm not on my phone as much as I was, which is actually a good thing. I've been reading a lot more.
You been enjoying that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, kind of makes you take a time out from some of that stuff. So we have T-Mobile, and our cell signal is great. The problem is there's, 150,000 people in a town that normally is only a population of 4,000. So I'm sure the infrastructure with cell towers and stuff is not set up for this many people. So it's really slow.
Right, just trying to do downloads and, working on the internet during your peak hours has been a test of patience, an exercise of patience.
Absolutely.
But we haven't had any trouble making calls or sending text messages.
Right, and I've even been able to, get videos uploaded. We put a couple up this past week by putting them directly on the cell phone and uploading them that way. So that worked pretty well for us because hotspot to the computer was a lot slower. But the trade-off is pretty awesome, though. We've got a spot out here where we've got probably 3 acres or so that we've had to ourselves this whole time. It's relatively quiet, an occasional generator running, but nothing that would bother you, and the views are amazing. We've got, right out behind the camera there, we've got amazing mountain views we're staring at. Over this way there's another beautiful mountain range as well.
And don't get us wrong, there's still hundreds of campers around us.
Oh yes.
They're just not all on top of each other. There's so much land for you to choose your spot from that, there's lots of room.
There's thousands of campers. You just aren't on top of each other unless you choose to be.
And this week is really ideally the week to be here with the big tent and all the activity in town. But I think if we were to come back, we're going to hook up with a group, either full-time families, escapees, something like that, because I do think it'll make it a little bit more of an enjoyable experience.
There were groups all over the place. They'd have signs set up saying, one was, I think, RRV, and you go one way, and then there's like a Motorcoach association, they go another way. And when you come to Quartzsite, you can find a spot to be all alone and have your space if that's what you want. Those are more than available, even with the hundreds of thousands of people that are here. But if you want to be with a group, probably better to come with a group, because you don't know if someone's off alone. Do they want to be alone, or do they want you to park next to them, be friendly neighbors?
Right.
We went to the big tent, and the best way to describe the big tent is it's a big tent full of stuff. Cool stuff, and some not cool stuff, some average stuff. There is everything from a honey stand to a nail powder stand to toilets. I went to the honey stand and I found some honey straws, which is a couple years before we started doing this. My parents used to do kettle corn with my brothers and me. And me and my brothers would always take a bag of kettle corn and go to the honey stand and trade kettle corn for honey straws. Yeah, it was like a throwback to when I was really little, running around farmers markets with my brothers, and it was fun.
Yeah. So the big tent is pretty awesome. I think it's ideal. The ideal thing, if you have something in mind, like you know that you are ready to do solar and you're ready to purchase all that, it is awesome because they have reps from the company there that they're willing to spend as much time with you as you need them to. So that kind of thing, it was ideal and spot on. But overall, I think the prices were all pretty high on everything.
I thought so too. One of the cool things that we did like about the big tent, there were lots of different folks there that were hiring work campers.
Yeah.
Right. So there was Thousand Trails was hiring. There was Adventureland. There was the Beat
and hiring
Harvest.
on the spot.
Right.
On the spot, conducting interviews and hiring on the spot.
Yes, we had a friend that interviewed with Adventureland, and they walked out with a job. So they're going to Iowa this summer.
Yeah.
So really cool. That part we really liked. There was a lot of companies there that we hadn't heard of before that seemed like really good opportunities as well. So what's our overall of the big tent? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
It's something fun to do because there's not a lot to do at the boondocking land. I mean, you can come up with stuff, but it's not like you have the Xbox or whatever to play. So you just go to the big tent for the day and you can go and have fun. You can even take your dog, which was really fun. And it was a great spot for me to try and get Max to stay seated even in crowded areas, which I'm trying to work with them for stuff like that so we can take up more spots.
Yeah. The RV show was basically like going to an RV dealership. I wasn't overwhelmed by the amount of RVs there.
No, if anything, it was less.
Right. But it is fun to go through, and they got the vendors and the food. And if that's the only reason that you're coming to Quartzsite for the big tent and the RV show, you probably could skip it. But if you enjoy boondocking, this is a beautiful area to boondock. If you like ATVing, there's amazing trails all through here. People are back and forth all the time on them. Then it's a nice bonus to have here.
So what about the RTR?
The RTR was up in Parker, which was about 50 miles round trip from where we're at.
Right. So that was just too far. That's not feasible for us to do every day.
Right. You're going to spend at least an hour on the road to get there and to get back, and then the fuel cost and all. So what we did is we looked at the schedule, and there was a day for work camping. They were giving a work camping presentation, then they were having breakout groups around work camping, and then there were actually employers there also that were giving a presentation on their specific jobs that they have, and then they did breakout groups where you could go talk to those employers. We really thought that was valuable. We enjoyed it. We were super glad we went for that day, but it was just too far to go every day. There were other days they were talking about solar and doing van builds and some other stuff that would have been really cool if it was right here, but to drive that far, we just couldn't put that in our budget, time-wise or money-wise.
Yeah.
What did you think of RTR from a teenager standpoint?
It really wasn't that great. It was good for my parents to be able to get the information that they needed, but a lot of the jobs wouldn't hire under 18 or 16, so I really couldn't find anything.
And you're 14. For those of you that don't know, Autumn is 14.
I didn't get any value out of it, but my parents did. Overall, it was pretty boring for me.
Yeah. Probably not real exciting for kids, teenagers. I think I did see another teenage girl there with her earbuds in just like you, and just kind of like, okay, let's
Sitting
wait.
between her mom and dad.
Yeah. So for teenagers or kids, probably skip that kind of thing, at least for the day that we went. But for us,
Yeah, it was good.
I'd give it a thumbs up.
As promised, we're going to talk about where to get a great slice of pizza.
We got a recommendation from our friends that are work camping here in Quartzsite. Some folks that we met up in Michigan work camping up there this past summer, and they said go to Silly Al's Pizza.
Not Weird Al's, Silly Al's.
Kimberly kept calling it Weird Al's. For those of you who are 80s kids like us, you'll know what we're talking about. If you're younger than that or maybe older than that, you might not understand Weird Al's.
All right, so we got that recommendation.
Hold on.
What's Weird Al?
We'll show you later.
Yeah, we'll show you later.
All right.
Eat it, eat it.
So with that recommendation to go get pizza there, if you belong to our village, I got on our village and I checked into our spot that this is where we're at, and come to find out the RV geeks, we're doing a meetup at Weird Al's with Wicked
Silly
Truth.
Al's.
Silly
At Silly
You
Al's.
can take the girl out of the 80s, but you can't take the 80s out of the girl.
That's right. You're my favorite 80s chick.
Oh, that's good. Each evening we've driven past Silly Al's, there's been a line out the door.
Right.
And it was no different, with this. But so we got to go eat some good pizza and some live music, and it was
The
fun.
Wicked Truth was there. That's a band they played at the Tampa RV show, I think.
Right.
Are they doing Our Village?
They're doing our village.
They were a great band. What'd you think of Wicked Truth?
It was awesome. It's a great band. It was really great music. He did a good job. He did an awesome job with a lot of the songs. I don't think a lot of people could pull off singing the songs that he sang.
Kimberly is always winning stuff, and she won a drawing for a DVD of the first season of the RVers TV show. And so we got our picture taken with the RV Geeks and the winning DVD. It's like a trophy, kind of.
Yeah.
Also could come in handy out here boondocking because there's no cell signal to watch Netflix.
True.
All right, so how was the RTR in Quartzsite 2020 for us? I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
We feel rejuvenated.
Yep. It was good to come kind of talk with other like-minded people and hang with other like-minded people and all the events and stuff, and also just hanging out with the peace and quiet and the mountain views and sunsets and all of that was great.
I think it's going to take me a year to get all the dust out of my camper.
Yep.
We're a little dusty.
It might take a year to get all the dust out of Max. He's a whole different color now. He's desert tan now.
Cool. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us.
You got any questions about it or want further information from us, leave a comment down below or email us at campersizeliving@gmail.com or check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'd be happy to talk with you and answer any questions you have.
We love the comments. We love interacting with you.
Absolutely.
The other thing, Autumn is really trying to connect teenagers who full-time RV. So if you are an RV family, a nomad family, on a bus, in a camp van,
Or you're thinking about full-time RVing.
and have questions for her, then Autumn, what is your Instagram? We're going to put that link down below too.
It's full_time_RV_teens. And you can DM me. I'm thinking about when I start getting a good group together, I might just do like a big group chat in it. But
Yeah. Try to build community there for them.
Thank y'all for joining us. We're going to get ready to pack up and wrap things up here in Quartzsite. We'll see you down the road.
Bye.